Right, good morning everyone. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream. My name is Michael Chu. Today is June 4th, 2025, Wednesday. We are at 8:52 a.m., around 10:52 a.m. Eastern Time. Almost 1.5 hours into the market. Market is trying to hold on to this morning's gain. Where is minor though, 0.1% for Nasdaq, same as Dow Jones, and S&P up 0.2%. Nasdaq volume is higher, and New York Stock Exchange volume is lower. We are seeing some growth stocks on the list this morning, so that's good news with the higher volume, so that's good. We'll come to this list in a second here. Let's just jump to the index for a second. We'll look at the Nasdaq 100 ETF. So we have this recent pullback 2 times in 2 weeks here, and on my market weekend video mentioned that yeah, that's a good progress because we're holding up the 10-day moving average right there. And so right now we broke out yesterday, and today we seem to be kind of following through. Not a very strong follow through, but we kind of, you know. So the key is we need to hold today because that'll be very important. So this morning low here, so we need to hold that, and maybe like even if we close right here, it's still a positive day. So we do not want to see it reverse. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem because then we might start to fall down again, form the third pullback here. That could happen, but again, this market anything could happen. It just can be very choppy as we come to the previous high. But that's hopefully we don't see that. So we'll see. Let's jump to SPY here, S&P ETF. So this one is trying to come out. So it came out yesterday, right? And today again, very tight trading. Again, tight trading doesn't necessarily mean bad. It just means, especially on the breakout, it's actually a good thing. So we kind of holding on to yesterday's gain, and yeah, if we can hold, that'll be good. Same thing here. We have this morning low. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. So let's jump onto the stocks on the move because there's quite a bit this morning. REVG, REVG reported this morning. It gap up very strongly. So I generally don't buy gap ups on a breakout. That is, yeah, I generally don't. Um, like when they gap up so far away from the breakout line here, just because you are very extended, and it's gonna take a long time for the 10-day to catch up. So again, all stocks pull back to the 10-day. So even like if you think about it, let's say the 10-day get up to this where this current level is. That's a long time away to get up there. So I would just wait. Generally, like there's gonna be some stocks that's just gonna keep falling through and keep moving higher and form a climax run. That could happen as well. But in general, like most stocks don't do that. So there's much higher risk. So when again, the summary here is if it breaks out from and then get up a lot, from the breakout zone, I usually don't buy into it. I'll wait. So for example, yesterday Credo did the same thing. I think this one a little bit different. So it could be an exception. Um, but they did break the upper channel line right there. So this one is still technically in the base because it was a very powerful gap up yesterday. Again, even this one, you can see how far it reversed, and today even form a newer low before it bounced back. So now it's starting to look a lot better because we found some support, and you could use that low here as a support. Like if you get tripped, it would be a very short stop, and you wouldn't lose much, right? So that's I think that's for me. That's how you manage risk and reward on the gap ups. Kind of figuring out, 10 days it's far away, but it's not too far away now compared to yesterday. So that's again, yeah. Let's keep going here. TSSI. I don't know the future earnings because it doesn't show on IBD, so market search. So I don't buy it, but it is a nice looking stock, like in the teens range. So it can be very volatile and much bigger range when it moves daily. But this has strong earnings. Like you see, if a year ago it was 1 cent, and then last year it was 6 cents to 12 cents. But again, I don't have the earnings number. Um, I will have to go look it up somewhere else if I want to trade this one. But you can see the strong uptrend here. But again, it's a very volatile stock because of the low price, right? And the small, really small cap. So there's a lot of people trading this stock right now, and but it looks pretty good. Like it formed a new high today. Yeah, a little bit extended right now, but because you can see how the line is starting to curve upward. Generally, that usually means it's starting to look extended. So that's TSSI. HQY not on my list. Credo, we saw that just now. It's bouncing back a little bit. Um, I might watch that today. May get in. So we'll see. It looks like I said, it found some support, so maybe that's a good stop level. Um, KB, Light, Live, and Avaco. Okay, let's look at those three. Light momentum here, very strong. Pull back right here, and then we bounce very strongly, like new high today, follow through, very strong. Live, again, this stock gap up, move up a little bit, and then before first pullback, and then recently we just got another pullback here, and then again we bounce right here. So looks okay. Wago, Wago is definitely like moving strongly. Last week I talked about this many days now. Last week it never had a red day. Like it's impressive. And then this week we follow through. Look how strong the slope line is. Of course, they're reporting tomorrow, I believe. Yeah. So this could be a risk there, right? So that's that one. Cat on my list. HEI. HEI is okay, but it's not a high ranking stock on my list. It gap up right here, and then look at what it did. It fall through the next day, and then it just holds sideways, right? And 10-day has caught up. It's starting to catch up, so it looks really good, I think. Yeah, but again, it's not the highest ranking on my list. It's like what's the number? 112. So it's like it's not even in the 100. So yeah, so that's why I'll probably pass on that one. Reddit. Let's look at quickly Reddit here. The Reddit had lots of problems recently, but right now it looks like it's moving. The only problem again, it's not a very high ranking stock really. 176 right now, so that's a problem with that one. TSM, STX. Oh, okay, let's look at those two. So all the chip stock looks to be moving really nicely here. TSM, yeah, breaking out today. Nvidia is kind of holding up pretty good, so looks good too after this pullback right here, and now it's bouncing. STX is probably not many people talk about this stock. It's really strong, really strong. Today look, it's accelerating right now as it breaks out, so very strong stock. Yeah. Let's keep going here. LRN dash. So yesterday, some of the education stocks got whacked. And it must be some news related. I didn't follow, so I don't know. But I got tripped out here. Very big range. Today is trying to bounce, but it's not a very convincing bounce so far. Um, Let me check. API is another one, I believe. Yeah, so this one reversed as well. ATGE was another one. Again, all this education stock got whacked yesterday. So these two are holding better than LRN. So there must be some news because all of them kind of came down. Um, Dash. Dash is starting to move now. Look at that slope right there. So this breakout took forever to move, but it finally moved right here. So it's doing good right now. Another one, Spotify. Um, Spotify again, same thing. It took a while. Now it's moving. All right. Let's look at Netflix. Netflix again, same thing. It was kind of holding tight right here, and now it seems to be moving as well. Netflix as well. So those are, yeah. Let's keep going here. Um, so none of this are on my list right now. Let's see. Go to my spreadsheet here. So we talk about those. Yeah, I think we talk about all those tech stocks. Dash we talk about. Look at Cohere. Cohere, yeah, Cohere is on my list. So here's the bounce right here. Very strong slope. Look at that. Pull back right there. So so it has a strong run right here again. And then yeah, so it looks like it's trying to move now. Talk about HEI, RefG, we talk about that. VRT. So VRT is moving up nicely here, pull back. Very, look at that slope, very nicely gentle. And then there's another one, again, following the market. And today, as the market is making new highs, this stock slope is very strong right now. So that looks really good. So not sure if there's news on ZLab, but it did move today. Again, a lot of time I hear about the news after the fact as I look into it. But here's a big move right here. Trend line broken, gap up right there. Earnings really high. I mean, volume's really high. So yeah, this one looks pretty good right now. Eero is another one that's moving today. But this one is in copper mining, I think. Hold on a second. And trading really tight here, and then it came out today. Volume is higher, so it looks really good. Yeah, it broke above the 200-day too, so that looks really good. Yeah, it's, you know, let's look at a firm. I think some of the financials are not, fintechs are not doing the strongest today. It was down earlier. Okay, so it looks okay. It bounced out yesterday. Um, you know, and the volume selling has been really low, so that's also a good sign. So it's holding on tight, holding on. Yeah, looks really good. So yeah, so holding this morning lows too. So yeah, so that is yeah, those are good stuff. All right, that's it for today. Let's do one last look at the index and see if it's holding up. Yeah, it's holding up pretty good. Oh, we make new high, we can have a really good day here. Let's look at SPY. Similarly here, Dow Jones ETF, a little bit weaker, but it's coming up. And Russell. So Russell hasn't, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Russell has been like weaker than usual again. Let's look at the daily chart here. It's very close to new highs though, but it hasn't broke out yet. But it looks like it wants to, right? So Dow, same thing, hasn't broke out yet. So yeah, S&P and Nasdaq are leading the market right now, and more so on Nasdaq. Let's look at FFTY, the IBD Innovative ETF. Look at this chart. This is IBD 50 growth stock. Very strong, very nice chart. Like even with the pullbacks here, the last 2 weeks, it is still doing pretty good. Um, yeah, this is incredible chart actually. So yeah, so this is showing healthy signs for the growth stocks, and we are starting to pick up. We look at yesterday's market trend here. We're seeing sectors being bought right now in all sectors here, and also we're seeing like of the growth stocks I follow. 350, we are more than halfway coming back again in uptrend mode. So that's the good news because we were in the low 20s and then jumped back to 20s last week. And then now we're starting to come back up to 50%. So we hope to get back to 70 to 80% if this rally continues. So that's good. All right. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a good day. Until next time, see you again. Please like and subscribe.